Do you sometimes feel like you're running on fumes? Like you're at your wits' end and it's like, I don't know if I can go another mile. I'm Valerie, and today on Business by Design, I want to flip the script on sustainability, right? Looking at how to create a work ecosystem that truly supports you. Because if you're always running on fumes, you'll never sustain the growth that you envision. Join me and let's talk about it. Hello, I'm Valerie Priester, and this is the Business by Design podcast. Are you a woman entrepreneur who absolutely loves what you do and enjoy helping others, but for some reason, you can't seem to get out of your own way? You can't seem to get out of your head and really create the level of success that you desire? I get it. I truly understand. I've been there too. You see, I spent years searching for what do they call it? The holy grail, the secret sauce, right? To success. And what I learned along the way is all of the women that I knew that were very successful had one thing in common, and that was their way of thinking. Now, I know you may be saying it can't be that simple, can't be that easy, right? But the truth is, the number one key or secret, however you want to label it, to success is your way of thinking. It's your mindset. It's what you believe and what you think is possible for you. And so that's exactly why I created this podcast. I want to help you get out of your head, get out of your own way. I want to help you get into more profits, more passion, and more power. I want to help you to shift away from old beliefs and release old ways of thinking, self sabotaging conversations, and help you shift into new beliefs that support your goals and bring lasting success. I want to help you design your victory so you can create the business and life that you desire. So if you're ready for some real talk about how to do that, if you're ready to really make the shift and move into greater possibilities and greater success, you're in the right place. So, you know how the planet needs balance and renewal? Well, your business does too. So, burning yourself out might give you like short term gains, but it robs you of your energy and clarity, which you need for long term success, right? So, I hated that old saying about hustle and grind. I still do. um, I remember days of, having that mentality and always feeling like I'm not doing enough, right? Because there were the gurus who always, talked about hustle and grind, hustle and grind. You've always got to be on your hustle. And, if you're sleeping, you're not hustling. And it just made me feel so yucky. I mean, just to be honest, it made me feel inadequate. It made me feel like um, I'm just not living up to this so-called successful entrepreneur, right? And this was all before I really learned to create success on my own terms, which is truly what I teach my clients as well, because no one has the vision for your success. Like you're the only one that gets to name that and gets to label it and build it and create it and do it in a way that serves you, right? So when we talk about sustainability for your growth and making sure that you have, the proper foundations and everything in place that enables you to create that sustainable growth environment, it's not about what anyone else says it has to be. It's really about how you want it to be, right? If I could leave a message with every woman entrepreneur out there, the main thing that I will always say is create your business on your own terms. Now, Does that mean that, some of the business practices and the things that the strategies and the techniques and the tactics and all the things that, we're taught to do in order to have success in our business, does that mean that we just throw all of that out? No, it doesn't. What it means is you get to do it your way, right? Like to me, there's no right or wrong. If it is truly aligned with how you want to show up, if it's aligned with your core values, if it's aligned with your vision of what really matters to you, resonates with you, and is important to you, then that's how you do it. But you don't have to do it the hustle and grind way. Now I'm going to get off my soapbox about that. But I just wanted to say it's one of those things that I have never liked that term. Never. Right? Because it is really about creating what you want. So if you think about just like a weekly check-in uh, of the tasks that you're doing, and asking yourself, like, are these tasks energizing me or are they depleting me? Right? You want to identify, like, where does this stand? Am I doing, here's the big one. Am I doing this just because someone said I should do it this way? Am I doing it because the gurus are doing it this way? Am I, doing it just because someone else says it should be done? Or am I doing it because it truly matters to me? Am I doing it because I really believe that it will move the needle in my business? Right? So you want to identify those tasks. And if it's something that's draining you or depleting you, you want to identify ways to either delegate that task or reduce the drudgery of it, right? Or eliminate it altogether. To be honest, some of them may need to be eliminated altogether, right? For instance, like if you know that numbers is not your thing, then you shouldn't be doing your own bookkeeping. I'm just saying. I have a degree in finance, and I at one time was an accountant, and I really love numbers. I do, but is it something that makes my heart sing? Is it something that I truly, truly enjoy doing? No, right? So it's things like that we want to look at and say, okay, maybe I should outsource that. Because in order for me to sustain the level of growth that I want and build the success level that I want, those are things that I cannot take my time to do if they're not the things that really bring me joy, right? They're important because, of course, we got to watch the money, right? But does that mean that you have to be the one to do it? And usually when we step in and do things like that we're not the expert in, or we don't even enjoy doing it, we end up causing more of a mess than anything, right? We're not doing it efficiently. We're not looking out for the best interest of the company, any of that. And so those are the things you want to identify and figure out ways that you can get them off of your plate, right? And that will help you to create the sustainability that you're looking for. So you also want to map out your daily and your weekly workflow, right? Ask yourself this: which steps are repetitive or inefficient? Because you may be doing some things that just really are not necessary, right? Or you may be duplicating your efforts in some ways. So things like automating appointment scheduling, right? Or automating your email sequences. Those things can save you hours and certainly lower that mental load that you may be carrying, right? Now, I know, for me, it was years before I really understood and adopted um, the mindset of creating efficiencies in my business. So things like online scheduling and things like having automated email sequences for when people join my coaching programs, or if they download one of my freebies, all of those things, having automated emails that would communicate to the people that have decided to become a part of my community. It was years before I adopted the mindset that was necessary.
right? I tried, like most people tried, to just do things manually. And, we do that because we say that we can do it, but just because we can doesn't always make sense that we should, right? Especially if we're looking to create sustainable growth. That's the key, right? So when you automate those things and even when you delegate those things out, outsource those things out to other people, that helps you to create this sustainability when it comes to growing your business. And it's so very important. Again, I mean, the stress and the long hours, oof, it used to take me hours to go through looking at appointments, and sometimes I find myself like on either a phone call or back and forth emails with trying to schedule an appointment with someone, back and forth. Well, I'm not available then, but oh, I'm available here. Ugh. I mean, I just remember that being so stressful and causing me so much time and energy, right? And so it's those things that you want to look at if you want to build this this work ecosystem that provides sustainability. I mean, you just have to. I say you have to get out of your own way, because truly, when I was suffering with all that stuff, I knew that I was in my own way. Right? A supportive ecosystem could include like the automations. It could include mentors. It can include peers or a coach, right? All of these things, or people who can help you spot your blind spots, right? And keep you aligned, because we can't be all places and see all things. And so we need this extra support if what we're looking to build is truly sustainable growth. All right. When you do that, you avoid burnout, you keep your mind fresh, and you maintain a steadier path towards your next level. So here's what I want you to do this week: pick one energy drain that is in your work ecosystem and brainstorm 3 solutions, whether that's outsourcing, automating, or eliminating the task altogether, that you can do that will help you to create a work ecosystem that is built for sustainable growth. All right? Remember, designing your victory is a choice. Start today by nurturing a work environment that fuels your growth, not depletes it. We'll see you next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Business by Design podcast. If you love what you're hearing each week, let me know by leaving a rating and a review. And don't forget to follow the show so you don't miss out on proven mindset techniques, strategies, and tools to help you design your victory and create the business and life you desire. Also, if you're ready to talk about the business and life that you really want, head on over to valeriepriester.com and schedule your private business breakthrough clarity call. Until next week, remember, designing your victory is a choice. Start today.